Imagine you wake up in the morning, you're full of energy, you jump off the bed, you have a plan for the day, you do your exercises, run to the shower, take the contrast shower, put on your beautiful clothing, you are so happy, you have your healthy meal, and you're off for the day. You go through the day quick, fast, efficient, do everything you planned, everything that you have scheduled, you meet with your friends, you have time for your family, you even have time to go to your gym or spend some time doing your other hobbies. And then at the end of the day, you come home, you're happy, you're satisfied, you're still full of energy to take care of the home business, whatever you need to do at home, and you go to bed, lay down, fall asleep, and sleep like a baby until the next day. There is another reality. You wake up in the morning and you cannot get yourself out of the bed. The energy is drained, you have to put a cup of coffee to at least open up your eyes. You barely get to breakfast and you eat something that is definitely not healthy, but it's tasty, it's maybe sweet or whatever, and you kind of enjoyed it, but you really feel heavy after that. You drag yourself to your office or your job or your business, and you're doing it because not you like it, but because you have to do it. It doesn't go very well, you get a problem after problem after problem. By lunch, you're exhausted, you hate everybody around you, you have your lunch, and now it's time to take a nap because your body is completely out of it. You cannot focus, you cannot read any papers, you cannot do anything. You struggle through the rest of the day, you come home, you turn on your subscription TV and you watch the show for the next 3-4 hours. Maybe you crunching on some chips or cookies and whatnot, and you fall to bed. You get into the bed and it takes you hours to fall asleep. You're sleeping very poorly, you wake up in the morning and the cycle begins. So there are two different alternatives to one life that each of us can live. And the difference is, and by the way, both lives you paid for. It doesn't come to you for free. You paid for the food that you eat that is healthy, you paid for the food that you eat that is not healthy. You pick the channels that you're going to watch a couple hours before you go to bed that will put you into more depression and to more kind of nowhere mode while you're crunching on sweets or something that is salty and whatnot, but definitely not healthy. Or you can spend time playing games with your children, doing some hobby activities and whatnot. So both lives you pay for. The question is, which one you prefer to have? The one of energy, success, fulfillment, and happiness, or tiredness, illness, the depression, and dissatisfaction with your life? I suggest, and this is just my suggestion, this is my choice, I pick the first one. Last 8 years, I discovered, not I personally discovered, I learned about holistic approach to health that actually can get anybody from the second type of life, tired, depressed, anxious, and unhappy, to healthy, happy, energetic, and productive. Now, both lives have price. One life, you buying maybe cheap, sweet, fast food type of things. It saves you time and maybe even saves you money, but it drags away your energy, it drags away your productivity, it gets you sick regularly. So guess what? Put the price on the number of days that you spend in bed when you're sick. Put a price on the number of time you spend in the line to see a doctor or to get your medications from the pharmacy. Put a price on ineffective days that you spend at work or in your business. Put a price on canceled vacation trips with your family and friends because you were sick or because you were so tired you couldn't do it. And on the flip side, try to price all those memories that you had in your last vacation with your friends, family, children, if you have children. Put the price on the smiles of your children when you played with them outside in the backyard, or you took them to the pool, or you took them to the ocean, or you just went for hiking and they found something, and this is the memories that are going to stick with them for the rest of their life. Put the price on your last vacation, not how much you spend to pay for the vacation, but how many different experiences you had, and again, the memories that will stay with you and your family for the rest of your life. If you really think about it, you're paying way more for unhealthy lifestyle. You're losing life time from activities you want to do because you cannot do it. You're losing time when you are at work and you're not effective and not productive. You're losing time when you're sick, and all this time you cannot ever buy back. So when you invest in your healthy lifestyle, it may cost you a little bit more at the beginning, but at the end of the day, if you realize what happened, I'll tell you just a couple of stories about me and my family. Story number one. When we started, my wife was living on 7 to 8 cups of coffee per day. Let's be very conservative, $2 per cup. It's $14. Let's go with 7, not 8. So that's $14 per day just on coffee. Now, we bought a program called Coral Detox Plus. That program cost us $4 per day. Now, she went from 7 cups to 1 or 2. So again, let's go with 2. So that's $4 and $4, 8 versus 14. We just made $6 per day. Per month, it's $180. Guess what? Healthy lifestyle, actually cheaper. Now, another thing, my weekend routine was a box of beer and couple packs of chips. I don't even remember what the prices were. I definitely don't know what they are right now. I do not spend the money for that right now. Period. End of story. $0. So clean savings. Yeah, you can add those $4 per day for the Coral Detox program that I do every single day, every single month for the last 5-6 years, because I love to feel energized. I love to feel strong. I love to feel productive and not falling asleep after each meal. In fact, I just had my meal and I'm super energized and super happy. So the third example, before our holistic healthy lifestyle, I was sick 2-3 times per winter. So let's go with 2. Out of those 2 times, I would have to spend in bed at least a week, meaning 5 work days, when I could not do any work, any productive work. My brain was not working, my body was in pain, I had high fever, doctors were saying don't stress yourself more than you can, and those 10 days per winter were gone from my life. 10 days. Can you put the price on 10 days? Now, in the last 8 years, I spent in bed 3 days total. 8 years, 3 days. Each year, 10 days. How do you think my life has changed? Drastically. So, my question to you guys, ladies and boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, think what you want to invest your money in. What do you want to invest your time in? And how do you want to live? Energized, happy, productive, effective, or fatigue, unfocused, tired, sick, and not really happy? The choice is yours. You can obviously put some more sweet stuff to make yourself more happy. I used to do that. It doesn't really work in the long run. In fact, it takes the years from your life. So yes, maybe today you can take care of your stress with the sweets, but you know that your life is not going to be 100 years. It will be 90 years, 80 years, 60 years, 50 years. I just learned recently that my friend passed away. They are 48. And he passed away at 48. This is crazy. He was a nice guy. And now he's no longer here. His mom is still alive. And I don't know who's going to take care of her. But I don't want to live to 48. I don't want to live to 60. I want to live to over 150 years old. And that's why I'm investing in my health, in my body, on a daily basis. I wake up in the morning, I drink water, I take antioxidants, I do my exercise, I take the contrast shower, I eat healthy breakfast, I go with my day, I try to get up and walk during the day as I do my office work. I try to exercise as much as I can when I can. In fact, I have the pool bar right here when I'm going downstairs from my office in my second floor. I go to the backyard, I can just fall down and do some push-ups. and I'm trying to walk a lot. And all of those little things, they add up. Yes, they all investment. And sometimes even with money, because supplements, they cost money. Nobody gives me this money back. But that's investment in my happiness, in my productivity, in my good look, in my good posture, in everything that I want to have. So again, think, what are you investing your money right now? And you doing it whether you like it or not. But you investing in the healthy stuff or unhealthy stuff. You postponing caring for your health until you get sick and your insurance will pay for it. Guess what? Insurance pay, it's still coming out of your pocket. You're paying for insurance. Why doing that if you can enjoy the health and enjoy the time energized and productive rather than sick and on medications, which by the way have lots of side effects, and you don't even want to go into that route, but we may take care of this at some point later in my Facebook lives. So think about what you're investing in. If you want to have this system that I promote and I give it to you for free, just put the word system under this video, and I will get back to you and I will help you to get this system, build it into your lifestyle, change your lifestyle to the point that you will be investing only in things you want to invest in, and you will be happy that you did.